Fade in.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to the Friday pre-flight number 132. It is April 21st of 2023. And thanks for being here. For those of you here right at the beginning of the show, much appreciated. Many of you here quite early. That chat is fantastic. And I love it. You guys are great. We've got folks watching on multiple platforms right now. It seems like Rumble's having some problems, folks, but give it some time. It'll come back. I don't know what's going on over there, but they've been having almost daily troubles where they have bad gateway requests, things like that. But it's never lasts very long. And it's probably because they're growing like crazy and they need probably more rack space. They probably need more bandwidth than they currently are able to deliver. But hopefully that's a problem that they'll remedy. For those of you watching on Twitter, thanks for being there. And I really wish I could engage with you in a more constructive way other than just say hi. Appreciate that. Let's jump right into saying hi to everybody here that showed up nice and early, and those of you that came over from Midnight's Edge on a raid. I really appreciate that they do that. We've got Grim in the house saying soon. Yes, it is soon. Hope you're doing well. We got James Dosher hanging out. I can hardly wait. Well, here I are. Let's see. Yep, Floral from Under a Rock advertisement. Yeah, if you got here early, you got to see the trailer. It's brilliant. I love everything that the puppets are doing right now. They're doing a great job. Our friend SFX F314 Sabretooth Raptor comes in with a big question. I would have to think long and hard about this one. I'll have to get back to you on that, my friend. I really will. Lord Thoth, hey, what's going on? There's the Weatherman. No, it's not Bob Iger. It's probably a really normal kind of a weatherman. But anyway, good to see you, Weatherman. We've got Captain Fan Nerd in the house. There's Tim Hayes. What's up, Tim? Let's see who else rolled in. Evil Ramen is here. Writer Strike. What are screenwriters' specific goals and complaints? Well, they want more money. They want the ability to get additional residuals. They want to be paid properly for their participation in streaming shows. They want some transparency, which if they get it means we'll get it. And then we'll have some real ammo to throw at these companies when they make things that don't make any money or have anybody's interest. Wouldn't that be lovely? Yeah, we've got lots there. We'll get to it, I promise. Hemorrhoid Hertz is in the house. Good morning, friends. Good morning. The Red Ranger is here. What's going on? I says, my poor knowledge of Greek mythology has always been my Achilles elbow. Well, there you go. OC Giggins headed to see Suzumi today. Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of great things about the film. I'm actually headed to go see Evil Dead Rise, which I've been hearing some mixed stuff about, and I've got I'm going to be checking that out this weekend. I'm also going to try to check out another couple of other films. We'll see if I actually have time. I'm trying to wrap up a big project, so we'll see. Let's see who else rolled in the door. Shrap 3D is here. Sorry about that. And hey, look, Midnight's Edge After Dark. Thanks, Tom, for the raid. You're a great man. John Sapola's out there. The lovely Elizabeth Young. Siege Perilous is here. Yeah, they want better pay and full employment of all writers guaranteed. Twice as large writing rooms at minimum, as I understand it. Well, they want guaranteed size of writers' rooms. They don't want mini writers' rooms. The problem is that definition, right? How many people are in an individual room for what kind of show? Do you really need 20 people writing a television show? No. Maybe 4, 6. I don't think you need rooms bigger than that. I think the problem is information and focus gets compromised in that situation. But I promise we will talk about this more. But yeah, that's a good take there, Siege Perilous. Where we go? Let's see. I think Eclay's here. What's going on, Eclay Thompson? Paranoid Android was waiting for the show to start, but we've started. Looks like Rumble is back up and going now. Fantastic. I'm going to type hello, everybody, over there. See if it works. And hopefully it worked. Dermy Wormy, what's going on? Yeah, I'll be hanging out with Dermy Wormy this evening. It's going to be a good time, I think. The show is starting, well, I think after Friday Night Tights, Friday Night Frolics. I think it's going to probably fall right in the middle of BMFer and probably also Loki's late night stream, but we'll see. Paranoid Android. Pizza in the oven, beer in the fridge. Miss us away on some convention. Now, that's the Friday night. Well, you're going to have a good time, it sounds like. And I want pizza myself, but tonight is not pizza night. Tonight is not pizza night, but very, very stoked. Vegas is only a few days away from me. I will be arriving on Tuesday evening, and we'll be there for quite a few days. So pretty excited about that. I get to see a lot of the people that I know and love. Larry, a name so nice. You say it twice. Larry. Dave G Sound is here. And we got Cash Kester here as well. Good to see you. I started a couple minutes early. It's all right. It's all right. Jacob Ironside is in the house. We've got D Bud Martin coming over here. I'm glad you're here, D Bud. Jason Gray's in the house. Let's see. A couple other folks rolling in. Just another red shirt. Hail, Mr. Shirt. Good to see you, my friend. Wonderful wrench over here on the channel. Darren Hughes, Eric K, all the amazing wrenches. Lord Thoth, Captain Phantom Nerd. I appreciate you guys working hard. Keep the chat clear. There's Tim Hayes. Purple Hayes. Michael Gonzalez is in the house. Hey, kids, you still flying? No, I'm good. This is a no smoking area. I don't know where. Jay Price, what's up? What's up? Who else is here? Oh, Humor and Waffles. Yeah. What's up, Humor and Waffles? Good to see you. Yeah, I did start 2 minutes early. I don't know what's going on with Odyssey. I tried to get back to streaming there, and I'm screwing up however I'm supposed to address things. So hopefully I'll have Odyssey fixed next week. We can get all the shows that I've set up over there for next week. We'll see. I like Odyssey, but they always run anything that I produce makes it its way eventually over to Odyssey, and then I actually physically release things on Rumble and YouTube, so individually. Brightest Day is here. What's up, Brightest Day? There's James Dosher, and we've got Nearsighted Cyclops here. We've got a couple other folks. Look at all my Canadian friends. Writer Strike. What is that you say you do? Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Shrap's going to see Renfield tomorrow. Well, you'll probably enjoy yourself. Like I said, it's not a great movie. It's not a bad movie. It's a movie. And it's entertaining. It's more entertaining to some than it is to others, but it was an okay movie. Tender Warrior 68 is here. Great to see you. Fabulous Friday indeed. There's Channel Surf. I'll see you in Vegas along with Catzilla, I expect. Let's see. Hey, there's Biggles. What's up, Biggles? Biggles Mets. You going to Vegas, Biggs? You'd be able to swing that this time. War Monkey, what's up? Hey yo. That's right. We got our first super chat from my good friend Bamagrad. Greetings, sir. I hope you're doing well. Happy Friday, my friend. Concerning upcoming strikes, any idea the size of the union's strike funds to help subsidize workers while they're out of work? They have pretty decent coffers at the moment. I don't have direct insight into what their financials are, but they've also been warning people in the industry, everybody that's involved, that this was coming and they needed to prepare. And a lot of people have. They've taken some of their revenue and they've stuffed it away for a rainy day, which is a good thing because there's a decent chance that this is going to be extended. This could be like an 07-08 strike, which could be quite substantial. And because of the super chat, Bamagrad, I want to say thank you. Thank you very much. And you get a special thanks from Floral.
Your kindness knows no bounds. Except for whatever $sign you chose to stop at.
And there you go. Thank you for that, Bamagrad. I appreciate your support. And everybody, your members are you members are just amazing. I can't believe all that you do on this channel. And the people that gift memberships and all that, it's incredible. Thank you all so very much. But your support is great. And can't wait to see you again. Hopefully in the near future, Bamagrad. No late night Loki tonight. Oh, bummer. I'm sad face. I love Loki. Biggles is not going to make it to Vegas. That's sad. The Union of Amateur Strategists is here. And Floral from Under a Rock, member for 6 months, my buddy, is in the chat. And where the member chat says, I love you, Monty. Well, I love you too, Floral. You're a good egg. Thanks for doing what you do. By the way, I used your promotion as a trailer today before the stream. So hopefully people recognize what you do, my friend. Let's see who else is here. Maestro Chi is here. Morgan King is here. Look at these great people. Radioactive is here. There's the lovely Lady Mist. Greetings, dear. Do you offer Russian roulette in your casino? No. No, this is not a New World Order casino, Thunderduck. There's 6. How you doing, dear? Hope you're doing well. 6 is amazing. 6 makes things go. You guys don't know that. She's oftentimes hidden in the background on streams, and she makes things flow. It's awesome. Daryl the Derelict is here. Howdy do, buckaroos. Yeah, I got to hang out with this guy. This guy's great. In person, even. Killybot is here. What's up? Who else is here? Many, many more. Oh, Mr. Buttcrack Media. What's up? Hail, you awesome people. You know what? Mr. Buttcrack Media's commercial was so good. So good. I'm going to steal that from Pro. I think I'm recording something with Pro here the next day or so. You might see over on that channel. That'll be a good time. We're having a good time. We're having a good time. Whoa. Razzie Fingers. What's going on? Let's see. Oh, let's see. There are other people rolling in the door. Yeah, it's me. Yeah, it's you. Your members are looking good. That's right. They are. I got to get those emojis together. What are you going to do with your Friday night? I don't know. Dermy Wormy's stream. That's where you go, where Dermy Wormy's going to be tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do with my Friday night. I'm not complimenting your member channels. Good gravy, you guys. 11 Alpha is here. Oh, Marby Dog, what's up, man? 5 NFL players suspended today for gambling. How many aren't they catching? All of them? The referees, for sure. Yeah, this was always going to be the problem with legalized betting, the way that they can do it on phones and stuff now. Very, very bad. Very, very bad. Mighty Orbot says Jada Pickett is still doing foolishness. Yes, she is, including Cleopatra documentary. Yeah, not really much of a documentary. Not even close to historically accurate. But hey, whatever. Wop. My SQL is rusty, making me break. Yeah. You know, playing around with old DBs is trouble, right? Databases. Yeah. Like, not so good. Oh, we got another. Hey, there we go. Super chat, 10 p.m. Central. Come on by for after dark fun. There you go, Derby Wordy. That's where I will be. I'll be there for probably an hour or two. I don't know that I can make it as long as that crew, but I'll be there. So check out Derby Wormy's channel. Thanks for the $2 super chat. And you know what? You get this one.
Wow. See why I only did $2. Huh.
Well done, Dermy Wormy. Thank you, my friend, and thank you, Wilton, for the wonderful super chat commentary. Finally, the ad is done. Awesome, the Commandeur. You gotta get with me, dude. Gotta get with me. We gotta get your ads up on the channel. There's Canadian Spider-Man. What's up? Join me in Warframe, dude. I'll get owned. That'll be no fun. I need to practice a bit before I go and show off with somebody. I'm going to start calling it Cleopatra dramatization. That's probably right. Yeah, I like that. That's better. More better. More betterer. I lost my SQL book thanks to a dog. Oh, it ate your homework. Yeah, man, I don't miss IT at all. No. Greetings from Lizzo the Hut. Remember, she's the beauty standard, and if you even think about losing weight and getting healthy, you're fat phobic. Keep fat and carry on. Thank you, Logic Finest. There you go. Robin Christopher Haynes. Well, there's actually a very specific $3 chat, Ruben Christopher Haynes. There really is. Truly. Careful criticizing Cleopatra. Will might slap you, probably. Yeah. Jada's gonna go, hit that guy. That's okay. I get rich. Because I ain't gonna be like Chris Rock. I'm gonna take that dude's money. Oh, okay. Common Nerd sends a member chat. 13 months, really. Good gravy, my friend. And Razzie Fingers over in Rumble. Hello. But the member chat from Common Nerd says, it's been so long now. I have the directors for Nefarious coming on my show Wednesday. Awesome. So stoked. Already had 2 of the actors on. That's great, man. That's great. I wish I could highlight that. And thank you, Six, for the member chat reminder. She's so good. 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 Baby, oh no. Wait, no, that's not it. See, I haven't done karaoke in too long. It's time for a montage. Merca. Oh, is it time for a montage? There you go. All right. Let's get to some of this stuff we got to talk about because we don't have a lot of time because I know that the guys are going to be right on time today. Razzie Fingers is funny on Rumble. For the 73 of you here that are watching, wherever you're watching, hit that thumbs up button for me, please. Let's get into it, guys, because we got to talk about what the writer strike is going to look like, and then we're going to get into some box office numbers, and finally we'll dive into some real subjects of the day. This isn't going to be pretty. This will not be pretty. What's going to happen is lots of things will stop immediately. So if this strike goes forward, you're going to see streamers, networks, everybody lose. Everybody. And it doesn't matter what production's going on or whatever. You're going to have a lot of productions, specifically stuff like these overnight shows, these late night shows. They'll stop right away. Immediate stoppage. No new episodes of anything. So the Writers Guild is warning investors about the impact on legacy networks and streamers if the writer strike takes place. There are 11,500 writers of film, television, and streaming media that are currently in active negotiations with the AMPTP. The current contract expires May 1, and they haven't reached an agreement yet. 98% of the members voted to authorize a strike. Like I said, they knew this was coming for a while. This gives them a chance to take a stand. AMPTP has said a deal is only possible if the guild is committed to turning its focus to serious bargaining by engaging in full discussions of the issues with the companies and searching for reasonable compromises. No. They've compromised quite a bit in the past. There's going to be a lot less compromise in the future. They really want to be paid fairly. So there will be a strike. We got another member chat from our good friend, Mr. Buttcrack Meanie. He says, hey, all. I hope everyone is having an excellent day. Well, I'm glad you're here, and I hope you're having an excellent day as well, Mr. Buttcrack Media. But when you look at it, if they don't reach an agreement, the stoppage could and likely will start on May 2nd. So any kind of writing for television, film, streaming, done. Done. No more. Finished. Is 6 leaving? Thanks, 6. I think I got it. I did. I got Mr. Buttcrack Media. Thanks, 6. 6 is leaving me. I'm sad. All right. Anyway. So you're going to see, obviously, all the live TV stuff just go away. So that includes, obviously, things I don't care about, like late night shows. So Jimmy Kimmel, Tonight Show, Real Time with Bill, Late Night with Seth, Saturday Night Live, last week tonight with, the propagandist, as it would stop any of the episodes. So they'll be done. That also means Hulu, Peacock, HBO Max wouldn't be able to have anything new to offer. And it will definitely delay network television seasons. And that's basically 45% of episodes produced by legacy media companies like Disney, Paramount, Comcast, Universal. Yeah. None of that's going to happen. And it's big and broad. You have Disney and Warner Brothers telling investors that they anticipate their streaming services will each find profitability in 2024 and 2025, respectively. But that requires them to actually have writers. Be hard to do. Ted Sardanos, and I reported this in a 6-minute daily. He said specifically on April 18th, as his company announced a lot of things, including subscriber growth, he noted that it would be better positioned than others because of its content, but they don't want to strike either. I don't blame them. Because it honestly will affect everybody. We kind of already have government written shows. I mean, there's a lot of narrative happening in modern television. I mean, we talk about that all the time. But yeah, I'm looking at things and I'm going, don't care about the late night shows. There are very few television programs I even engage with anymore. And there's that. Ruben Christopher Haynes says, oh, no, wait a minute. Who the hell even cares? A lot of people are not going to care very much there, Ruben. I hope you're doing well, buddy. Thank you, guys, for letting me know there's a member chat. No more Jimmy Kimmel. Don't threaten me with a good time. That's right, Ironcaster. A lot of you fall that way. And you know what, Paranoid Android, I think you speak for many. YouTube is one of the main content sources for everybody. To be fair, when I'm not on streams or making videos, I'm likely consuming things from YouTube. Oftentimes, not even within the sphere that I talk about. I watch weird things probably people wouldn't enjoy, like sciencey stuff and things. But it's funny because it's not going to affect entertainment the way that we think, but it's going to affect the entertainment industry immensely. They're going to be in big trouble, especially if it goes on like the 07-08 strike. It's kind of a self-culling. Yeah, streaming doesn't pay the same rates as TV and doesn't negotiate contacts the same. And traditional negotiation after year 3 hits a wall. Netflix has been slowly being led down the path to coming in line with regular production. Warner Brothers Discovery has got to kind of operate within some of the framework for everything. But they specifically, when they're doing stuff in Hollywood or anything that is attached to Hollywood, they have to live by the rules of the unions. So Netflix is one of the few that don't have to live exactly like that, but they use a lot of union folks now, and they're gradually changing their ways. Sorry, folks. Let's see. I have to get a sip every once in a while. Yeah, I'd like Craig Ferguson back. Actually, he is coming back. I just don't know if he's going to be at a time anybody can watch him. At least if that now, again, that's based on some reporting, but I think we could get Ferguson back. Will all the networks try to use AI to write shows? Well, they can try to do that, but then they would essentially be causing a real problem in the future. AI is not a very good creative writer, by the way. Do a very poor job. Actually, today there's a short of me that was released that is 100% AI. I didn't say it, and it's not me. And I did it, or I should say, Grant did it for fun, based on a story. You can check it out. It's very good if you haven't seen it. Vertical Horizons is a different perspective here on what entertainment is. So there you are. Morgan King's like, I can help you in Warframe. I tell you what, I will. I'll get back with you. Tonight's not going to be the night for that, though. But I will keep this for Discord for later. I don't actually watch cat videos, but they're fun. There's a place for them. And this is the truest statement ever. Common Nerd says the truth. YouTube will just get more eyeballs. It'll be good for all of us. It will. Ad tech's been having problems. I think if you watched today's video on BuzzFeed, and yes, that was me singing. If you watch that video, you'll find that ad tech across the board's taking a big hit. BuzzFeed is just one example of how ad tech is being reliant on that is maybe the downfall of many of these digital media companies. I think we're going to find that more and more. So to a certain extent, despite the monopoly that YouTube has on digital advertising here on this platform and a few others, they're probably still getting hit by the ad tech thing, but maybe not as much as others. We'll see. We'll give it a few more months. A lot of creators will start talking about it. So, let's see. Rolling on. Here we go. Hollywood is what, a $5 billion industry. At its peak box office, just the theatrical side of things, I think it was like 11 or 12 billion dollars that one year. I don't know that we'll ever get back there. Gaming is a much larger entity. I've got a video coming out next week about video gaming. Not what you think, by the way, but about like a new player that's entering the chat. And we'll leave it at that. But yeah, $35 billion is a huge industry. But Hollywood isn't just the that the box office. Hollywood makes television and all the streaming programs and everything else. That's a multi-billion-dollar industry, and it isn't going away anytime soon. And if any of these streamers could actually get their stuff together, they'd be in good shape. I mean, Netflix alone is worth a ton of money. So it really depends on what you know where you're pulling from radioactive. So Weatherman, I love YouTube because it allows me to fine tune my entertainment. Me too. Hey, Blackie, good to see you. OC Gigan, I am the wrong person to ask this question, but thank you for throwing it in there. Logic dictates that when they settle, I expect huge increases in our content consumption. Maybe. We'll have to see. And let's see, were there any other member chats? I'm just sorry, guys, without 6 here to keep me in check. Mr. Buttcrack was it. I got one from Larry. That's a regular super, which I'll get to in a second. Holy cow, Kremlin gifted 5 CultureCasino memberships. Fantastic. I really do appreciate that. Wow, amazing. You know what? Let's get to the super and to the gifted thingy-majiggy. There's the super from Larry, a name so nice. You say it twice, Larry. I broke up with my AI girlfriend. She's too cold. I love it. Thank you for that.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do, so thanks.
I really appreciate it. And of course, we got the 5 Casino membership, the membership attack. Thank you for that, Kremlin. And for that, we'll give you the cheddar one.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Thank you so very much, Kremlin. Really appreciate it. Oh, and we just got another one from our good friend Bamagrad. For $5, he says, one more thing. I know you can fit a medium t-shirt, it's true. But what is the best size for an outdoor coat jacket? I will see you at the Orlando meetup. Excellent. Let's see. Somewhere between a medium and a large. It just depends on the fit. It's always safe to go with a large. I don't mind wearing oversized, outerwear. It doesn't bother me. But why are you asking? Are you going to gift me another thing, my friend? I really do appreciate your support. And you get this one, my friend. I really, really appreciate it.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
And you got a date with Moolinda at the same time. So thank you, Bamagrad, once again. Roll Tide, my friend. Roll Tide. Let's see. Somebody asked me a question here. I noticed I mostly stopped watching scripted entertainment, especially from the West. Nothing is compelling enough for our time investment. That's written by nepostic narcissist ideologues. Yeah. Nepotism usually results in some bad results. This does. Let's see. There it is. Logic Finance says Netflix is the only streaming business model that really works. This is true. This is true, unless it's tied to a subscription cable channel, like the way HBO used to do things, like with HBO Go and so on and so forth. That made a lot of sense. It's a way to get your content out there. So there's that. Films, TV shows from networks and original content. Nobody else has a large enough library to be viable. There's just an awful lot of junk that's produced, right? And Netflix took everything. And so the cream always rose to the top. which is why they kept Friends for so long, How I Met Your Mother, a lot of the other things that they could put on there because it was valuable. The biggest problem for the other studios trying to do this is they wanted originally to create walled gardens where you could only get their content there. It's not a profitable model. Reselling to somebody else who sells it again, more profitable. And again, they want to be vertically integrated, but they didn't go about it the right way. Just being honest about it. Bad business model. Good for Netflix, though. Hey, what's up, Gregor? Oh, Thunderduck says, have I watched Wednesday yet? I caught one episode. You watched 5 episodes on Blu-ray. I'll get into it, I'm sure. I just need time. Right now, I'm at a dearth of time. Hey, another super chat from our good friend OC Gigan for $5 says, saw the new Power Rangers movie with the OG cast. Really? It respected the source material and honored the fans. One woke moment, though. Hope it becomes a show. Wow. Well, they've lost some members who are no longer with us, right? Or am I wrong? I think so. Very recently lost one, significant one. It would be nice to see something like Power Rangers come back for another generation, but we'll see. They need to steer clear of like the woke stuff. But I will say this. Thank you. Appreciate it. Here's one for you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really all I got. Thanks for your being kind and supporting the channel. Yeah.
And I do appreciate that, OC. All right. I saw memes drop in here. There's George Bonnie. Yep. Netflix is not going to send DVDs to your home anymore. The red envelopes are a collector's item. So if you have any, maybe hang on to one. It might be worth something. Who knows? You know, this is true. Logic's finest. It just doesn't usually work out. And there are families that are run like businesses so that they can maintain momentum generation to generation and convey the values of, you know, the previous founders of corporations. But at the same time, 9 times out of 10, third generation businesses are either sold or start to fall apart. It's just I mean, that's basic B school. For what it's worth. Yeah, I remember the Yellow Ranger. That's what I thought. Yeah, 2017 movie was very good. Now woke gets no love. Well, interesting. Original Japanese is superior in every way. Well, there you are. Yeah, I know the Green Ranger, that was recent, right? That's the one that left us recently. Chef, what is up? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. The green puppet looks like you, CultureCasino. Floral? Really? That might be true. What if I were green? Would I be floral then? Watch the Japanese Doctor Who. All right. To check that out. So is the economy so bad that no one could bail out or buy BuzzFeed? Okay, so I want to be very explicit, James, and this BuzzFeed News was a division of BuzzFeed. BuzzFeed owns multiple different things. Like I said in the video today, one of the things that they own is HuffPost, right? Huffington Post, which I don't know why anybody would have paid any money for that, but they did acquire it and they did kind of run with it. I imagine it's going to be not long for the world either. A lot of these digital outlets are falling apart. I don't anticipate that many of them will survive the next few years. The economy is that bad. And there's zero money in it, and their influence is waned so much. People don't go to BuzzFeed for news, especially since they pushed all these false narratives for years. Just doesn't work. Jason's here. What's up, Jason? Yeah. There's Mags. How you doing, dear? Hope you're doing well. You need to get back on Toxic Femme, young lady. Yeah, there's Clobby. What's up, Clobby? Good to see you, buddy. Check out Clobby's channel. Dude knows everything there is to know about comics. He's probably forgot more than I ever knew. Guy knows everything. David Glenn's here. Let's see. Jedi Bill, what's up, man? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're feeling good. Not gonna mourn BuzzFeed's demise. No, Evil Roman, I won't either. I won't either. Jason, but the listicles. Yeah, no. Didn't that always bother you, listicles? I'm like, why are you talking about testicles here? I don't understand. That's what I heard in my head. That's what I heard in my head. It's not the truth, but that's very strange. Listicles. Yeah. CNN is imploding. Did you see they put that Chris Wallace show, which is getting season 3? I don't know how. I don't know what they consider a season. I don't even know if it's been 3 years it's been on, but season 3 is going to be moving to Friday. Take out the trash time slot. Thing's a piece of garbage. They know it is. Snacks! What's up, Snacks? Culture, you and Tom and Mr. TT have all told me to get back on. Well, that's my job. Mr. Tickle Trunk. He's one of us. One of us. What question? Okay, thank you. Michael Gonzalez? I don't know. Yeah. HuffPost is a clickbait site with OG fake news. Listicles and the like posing as news stories. Indeed. Listicles. CNN Ministry of Truth, yeah. They're trying to bring that back. We have to get rid of the Restrict Act. There's a bunch of things we need to rise up against, including this digital ID idea that just went in on the Senate. Got to get on. Everybody's got to get on that in the United States. Call your senator, write your senator, email your senator, annoy your senator, and tell them that ain't going to happen. We are not going to do that. We are not going to become a socialist country like China. We're not going to. What's up, Christopher Dominguez? All right, let's jump into it. We got a few stories to get through on top of this. So with the writers going out on strike and with the other two industry unions, the substantial ones, Screen Actors Guild and the Directors Guild also needing a new deal, the Directors Guild folks came out and told the union members that they can't go out on strike with the Writers Guild at the same time as much as they might want to. They can't do that until, I think, June 30th, and then they can walk out on theirs. But they're in the midst of negotiating their own contracts. So the DGA leaders have been explaining their members' rights and responsibilities. They held an event to do so and sent out an email dated April 18 that there is a guild's no strike clause, which requires members to keep working even if there is a strike by another union. So they can't go out and stand shoulder to shoulder. So the no strike clauses are clear. As an individual, you cannot be forced to work. If you as an individual refuse to cross a picket line and perform your DGA covered services, then your employer has the right to replace you. If you have a personal services agreement, you may be subject to claims for breach of contract. And this is the same message they got in 07, 08. They're looking at an 0708 strike, folks. There's no joke. Yeah. And they talk about all this. Will the WGA strike? And they say, we don't know. The contract expires May 1. Strike's coming. They talk very specifically about their no strike clause. So does the potential WA strike affect the start of our negotiations? Says it does not. Our major contracts expire June 30th. They start their bargaining on May 10. But you'll have two unions negotiating simultaneously, one in the middle of strike and the other one getting ready to do a strike. Guess who else expires the same date? SAG-AFTRA, the Screen Actors Guild. Doubt there's going to be a strike? You shouldn't. There's going to be a strike. I just got another super chat. Let me grab that real quick. Sorry, guys. I'm a little distracted with reading. The Seaman, what's up? For $5 says, wanted to get your thoughts on Blackstone's office space profits falling like a rock. That going to impact BlackRock and ESG? Well, it's going to affect Blackstone. It has already. They've defaulted on substantial deals already, multiple. They're in a default to the tunes of a few $100 million right now. And it's going to get worse because they leveraged a lot to get where they were. And then they participated in the collapse of that entire industry. Lots of people don't need office space anymore because they've got workers working from home. They didn't notice a fall off in productivity. In fact, some of them reported boosts. A lot of industries don't necessarily need the office space that they have, and they're perfectly content having a workforce that isn't in the office. Saves them on a lot of overhead. Leasing space is a huge bunch of overhead. Having telephone systems, computers, and all that provided to your employees is a huge amount of overhead. IT professionals and everything else, overhead. So, to that end, Blackstone actually helped participate in their own hindrance, and it's only going to get worse. It'll be really hard to maintain support for a lot of the social governance garbage, whatever they call it, whether it's ESG or the CEI or any of the other crap they're trying to rename it to. It's going to be hard. It'll be a hard row to hoe there. Hard row to hoe. So, yeah, I hope that answered the question to some extent. Will it hurt BlackRock? Well, BlackRock's already got problems of their own, not as broadly or as widely, but they're also very exposed. That's why they're really trying to artificially get China to kick back into gear. But China reached the point of no return quite some time ago. Geographically, do we try to save China or do we try to save the rest of the world is the question geopolitical folks should be asking themselves. The rest of the world's probably a better option. Let China shake itself out. And when it comes back, it likely won't be a communist China any longer. There's only a handful of true believers left, and anybody that would question the current leader of that country is gone. They're no longer in any kind of position of authority if they're even alive. The last guy that could have taken the position, he left during the last vote for power. Hope that explains some of that, but it is what it is, and I appreciate the super chat. So there you go. So I do appreciate that. And Sci-Fi for Me TV puts in the chat that the Producers Guild is also negotiating. Yep. Hey, what's up, Blue Tiger? Good to see you. Yeah, I saw J.K. Rowling's thing. I might be able to jump into that. Thank you, Jason. You're awesome, bro. Appreciate your support. Paranoid Android says there's so much good live streams right now from just your friends. Yeah, I know that I have trouble keeping up with at least some of them. Klobby, 70s, CC Comics. Yeah, we are blessed with wonderful creators here, including this guy right here, Sci-Fi for Me TV. Thank you very much, Union. I caught it. You're great, dude. Thank you. You guys are crushing it in the chat. Thank you. Jess in the chat, Rubble says R.I.P. JDF. Yeah, John David Frank. Yeah. And Andy Master says, maybe we'll get good scab writers. You mean the ones that they forced out of the industry to begin with? Yeah. And you're right. Radioactive strikes in the entertainment industry are a good thing. All I know is this. Would it surprise me if on May 2nd nobody went to work? Nope. Nope. Yeah, could you imagine all the major guilds in Hollywood going out at the same time? It's just crazy. Sorry, guys, my allergies are nuts right now. Maybe human, that's their fear. They aren't going hard enough in the pain against it. That's a problem. Just like artists, you got to go hard in the pain against this stuff. You will be replaced. That's why do you think they're building robots at the rate they are? Going to be replaced. Oh, there's Stump Rat. Hello. There's somebody who knows a little bit about Hollywood and Hollywood strikes. Yeah, we're headed for one. Oh, I got the Seaman's question. Good. Just making sure. Evil Ramen, this is more likely than not, isn't it? That you might end up with several nations. At least Taiwan would be spared. I don't understand why you would want to take provocative actions right now if you're China. There wouldn't be much return there. And the access to the manufacturing capacity wouldn't do you any good because you don't know how to do the manufacturing. Same problem will happen that happened with the other industries in the U.S. And immediately you're going to cut political ties. You're going to cut trading ties with 73 countries right away to engage in that activity. No, it doesn't make any sense. Now you're going to saber rattle all day long to try to get people to help you out or make concessions or whatever, but it would be it. And again, I mean, maybe, like I said, because there's not a lot of voices out other than his own and Xi Jinping's head, there's nobody telling him you're doing something silly here. No contrarian voices at all. Maybe he does something dumb. It would be surprising. He's a little more strategic than that, but who knows? I mean, he, like Biden, they're not exactly bulletproof in the brain. They make errors and mistakes all the time. The president the other day got lost after a presser. Just nuts. He's on the grounds of the White House, by the way. I don't know how you do that, but it's crazy. And thank you, Stunt Brad. It's great to see you, dear. China is, yeah, they've been a dictatorship for a while. Last 3 executive terms. Yeah. And you're right. The world is more important than China, which is the conversation you have to have. So I think you're going to have a combination of India rising to further power. You're going to have Brazil doing rather well if they're able to oust the guy that's in there now that they somehow got into power. You could literally see some military actions that would happen to expand Brazil. I'm not going to say exactly what, but geopolitically, none of it makes sense to ask. Additional wars don't make sense. The war that's occurring right now makes no sense outside of to prevent border skirmish. That's the only thing that's going on there. So. Yeah, this particular lawsuit did not get where it needed to go with the tardigrade. Yeah, I remember that story. Hey, little Chad's here. What's up? Oh, I got more supers. Fantastic. What's up, Freddie York? Good to see you. Black Saber is here. Putin should. Oh yeah. Shouldn't have been asked the same question on provocative action. Yeah. He really should have. But again, I mean, those are all former KGB bros. I mean, we can get into that. I don't usually do geopolitics in this show. It's more entertainment oriented, but it is what it is. Hey, Scott, what's up, buddy? We're talking about a lot of stuff. Wars are rarely started by rational men. This is true. You having a schnitzel and drinking a beer at 6 a.m. Now that's breakfast, dude. I love my Aussies. I love you guys. Yeah, they are preparing. I don't know that they're. Again, how are you going to do this? Any kind of considerable action has to rely very specifically on a very large naval presence. And people say, well, they have a huge, fleet. And I'm like, sure, but I mean, not equal to or as technologically advanced as their opponents would be. It's a dumb plan. If you're going to jump that direction, it's a dumb plan. Holy cow! Massive number of memberships. My goodness, Tender Warrior 68 gifts 20 Culture Casino memberships. Holy cow, the generosity. My goodness, I can't even tell you how much I appreciate that. Wow, I don't even know what clip to play for you. Here, Cheddar, you get the cheesy squirrel guy. Yeah.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
My goodness. Thank you, Tender Warrior, for the gift of 20 Culture Casino memberships. Wow. Incredible. I truly appreciate that, Tender Warrior 68. Oh my gosh, Crimlon does it again. Crimlon drops another 5 Culture Casino memberships. Thank you for that. My goodness, you guys. Wow. I'm definitely going to do a member stream from Vegas. We'll just do a random one. Just pay attention to your notifications, and I'll walk around with comics maybe and hang out and do a member stream. It'll be fun. Thank you so very much for that, Kremlin. And Tender Warrior, my goodness, you guys. You know what? Here's another one.
Words cannot express the gratitude that comes from culture towards you on this day. Or they can, but, it's just one of those things you say. Thanks.
Thanks, Floral. And all the puppets over at Floral. And pretty soon, Snowed Up. I can't talk. What? You guys have me all flummoxed. Yeah, out of sorts. Anyway, Crimlon, thank you so very much. And again, Tender Warrior 68. You guys, my goodness. Wow, generosity. Man. Whew. Overwhelmed. Oh my gosh. Mr. Budcrack Media. Oh, now I really have to borrow that commercial from Pro. Mr. Budcrack Media gives 10 Culture Casino memberships. My goodness, the generosity. Oh my gosh. You know what I'm gonna have to do? Like, I need a Roast Tico thing from Drunk 3. I'm gonna ask Jay if I could steal that too. Holy cow! You know what? You're a gold mine, Mr. Budcrack Media.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
Wowzers, Batman. Wowzers. Oh, you guys. Somebody got paid. Y'all got paid. It was payday. Payday for everybody. That's what it was. But thank you so much, you guys. I know. I hope you can tell I'm genuinely overwhelmed. You do me honor, and I don't know if I deserve it, but thank you. Pinochet's Helicopter Tours for $5 says, if you value freedom, then do not participate in ESG. Ignore DEI. Become ungovernable. Well, that's what I'm doing. Stockholder capitalism is communism. That's true. Learn to say no a lot. Yes, I've been saying no. There are 160 Budweiser products that I will not bring into my household because I know the direction that the company InBev is going. It's a global company. They want to have global influence. They want to have a global government. They want to have say in that government, which should terrify you. It should. So thank you, Pinochet. You're 100% right. I'm not going to participate in ESG. I'm not going to do the digital ID. I hope a lot of you stay on the same path. Once again, thank you to Tender Warrior, and Mr. Brett Crack Media and Kremlon as well. Kremlon has given 2 batches of 5 memberships. You guys are incredible. And let me tell you, Youngling is really good, Jesse, over in the Rumble. Yingling is very, very good. We have friends that bring it to us because it's not here being distributed yet, but it will be. They're moving for entire national distribution. So Yingling is a good beer, folks. American company still. Unlike Budweiser, not an American company anymore. Thank you very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Pinochet's helicopter tours. Yeah, there's a lot of madness in this world right now. DS Ford's here. What's up, buddy? Good to see you. I saw I had some starred stuff. Let me scroll down. Oh, there it is. That's my super sticker from my buddy Darius Munchausen for $1.49. What is up, brother? Hope you're doing well. I appreciate it. I like the super stickers. Those are so fun. That's a box of popcorn from Darius. Darius usually gives you a box of popcorn. And we've got another super from our friend here. Does this dress make my ass look big? I love that so much. For $5, new in theaters, How to Blow Up a Pipeline, with buzzwords in the description such as daring mission and taut and timely thriller. How sad. Yeah. And it's not reviewed terribly well. And it's widely rejected. It's a real problem. And not something people are interested in. I think Americans are wising up, I would say. And thank you for the $5 super chat. You and our friend Darius combined, well, you get I'm trying to pick one. Simple thing.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do, so thanks.
Thank you so very much. Let's see who else is here. Did you see the thing about Blair White and them trying to put her on the can of Bud? I'm not sure if that's a real thing. I can't imagine Blair would say yes, but maybe. But back to some entertainment stuff real quick. Let's scroll down a ways. We got a super sticker from Magitech Mags. Thank you, dear. It's my favorite little super sticker guy. It's the Shiba Inu Fart and Heart. So thank you so very much. Thank you so very much. I will try and find it here. Man, Union of Amateur Strategists is right on top of all this, keeping me up to speed since 6 isn't here, so I appreciate that. John Platt's here. That's awesome. And a lot of people don't drink beer. That's the other thing. Whoa, Bud Light sponsoring me now. Congratulations. Look, my price is probably too high for Budweiser. To compromise my morals and integrity, billions of dollars. Sorry, it's the equivalent of me saying not for sale. I know everybody says everybody has a price. Mine's so high. American Doan Yingling. Look at you guys. Yes. Yeah, Yingling's Black and Tan is their best. I think I have some. I may have to go grab a can. Ah, there we go. There's my super sticker. Thank you, Mags. Mags sent me the cute little super sticker. I love it. I love it. Love it long time.
No, look at this little super chat right there. He's so cute and small. Get it?
Elizabeth Young for $4.99 sends a super chat. Thank you, dear. Says, I handle the insanity of the world two ways: losing myself in movies on the big screen and playing my favorite video games like Warframe. Warframe's a lot of fun for people. I would get licked and get wrecked. I get destroyed in Fortnite. I'm really good at video games, just not those. I don't know why. I was great at multiplayer stuff. Halo. I hosted LAN parties, dominated everybody. Unreal. All kinds of stuff. But no. Anyway, thanks for the super chat, dear. I appreciate it. You're gonna get a $3 one since I haven't had a chance to play it. Is that okay, Elizabeth Young? I hope so.
You get to give money to a organization that sends food to children in other countries. You could have given $3 to a bum on the street, but instead you decided to give $3 to the guy that looks like a bum. Thank you for your generosity.
I look like a bum? Floral. Come on. M. Tax Shark says, late, but happy Friday. That's right. Drink gin. There you go. Gin, there's an interesting story. Juniper berries are, you know what? I'm not going to get into that right now. We'll have a conversation someday about gin. It's a cheaper price than John Boyega going back to Star Wars. I don't know. Consider this: Johnny Depp told that Disney they'd have to give him it's like 1 million alpacas or something. I'm like, good gravy. I don't know. Don't sell out to Budweiser. Yeah, Weatherman. You guys know me. It'd have to be a big thing. If I drink a beer, it's Voodoo Ranger Belgian. There you go. All right. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $5. And thanks once again, Union of Amateur Strategy, for letting me know. Pinochet's helicopter tours for $5 is interested in how the world works and how inflation correlates with conflict and imperialism. Check out the very old book on war by Baron von Clausewitz. Yeah. I will have to pick that up, but we've got people walking you through geopolitics now in various places. But thank you, Pinochet's helicopter tours. You're gonna get one you're not gonna like now. One you're not gonna like.
Your kindness knows no bounds. Except for whatever $sign you chose to stop at.
And there you go. Thanks, Pinochet's helicopter tours. Appreciate it. That's right. If I may, everyone has a price, but people with integrity realize the price is too high. That's right. Hingling's so good. And somebody in the chat said it shouldn't be allowed to go west. Well, sorry. It's good stuff. Beer does make you fat. So does bread. That was one of the best lines in Scott Pilgrim, right? Bread makes you fat? John Platt asked if I've seen Doomcock's video about KK's latest Star Wars script, where she's attempting to change George Lucas's. No, I did not. Wow. Here's what I'm going to say to this, John Platt. I haven't seen it yet, but would it surprise me if this was actually like the direction she was headed in? No. Yeah. No surprise. I dominate Mahjong Titans and Solitaire. Well, there you go, 11 Alpha. Don't pick up the phone, Mom. I'm playing StarCraft right now. God, you remember dial-up modems? Man, a long time ago. Daniel, come on. Laurel's not right. I'm not a bum. Rambam's like, culture does look kind of hobbish. Thank you. God, did you see that meme last night on Comics Division's stream? They had like Brahma looked like he had hobo stab wound in his chest in Vegas. I was like, yike, that's rough. Yeah. Pinochet's actually corrected the title name. We'll get back to it in a second. Yeah, it was alpacas, right? That's right. Oh, here it is, actually, the update. Pinochet's helicopter tour for $2 says, oops, Karl von Clausewitz was written in 1830. There you go. You know what? You get this.
Well, $2. You must be super generous for a Dutch person.
What, we'll have a coupon day or something.
Oh, there you go. Thank you for that. Yeah, a lot of people like Guinness and other things. Yeah, 56K for the win. There you go. 14.4. Dial up is old school. Dude, you guys didn't have 2,400 baud, dude. Then we got to what? 48 with the 15, whatever it was. Oh my God. Building computers, pairing them with modems, blue boxing, black boxing. Yeah, I don't miss any of that. Isaj Malady says, I've been here the whole time, but the phone had to charge. Truth is, the beard might need a brushing. That's right. There you go. I'm gonna go with the peppermint tonight. Peppermint. Yeah. 300 baud. Wow. I think my Vic 20 came with like a 1,200 baud cartridge that you put in the back like it was a game. You guys remember that? Dang. Really old. Really, really old. That's right. When programming to save memory meant something. That's right. Everything was crisp and clean. I remember. Remember? Hairbrush. Vic 20, Commodore 64 moved into the Apple space at the same time I was learning stuff with the Trash 80 and the first 286, 8086s, and then moved all the way up through those. Built a lot of them myself. Yeah, I really don't miss the old stuff though. The new stuff's great. I didn't get to see the Jack show. Really? It was something, huh? I'll have to check it out. ColecoVision, yeah, that was fun. Great gaming system. The IBM 386, AutoCAD 317. Yeah, I learned how to do that. Oh, floppy disk. Yeah, remember you'd be playing a game and you'd have to swap floppies in the middle of the game? Look at you guys. Old Homes Day. If they make the Hot Pockets, I expect Culture for some reason to report on it. Yes. Hot Pockets. That's right. Ah! I mean, Hot Pocket. Yeah. Stepper motors. Yeah. Oof. Man. By the way, stepper motors are something you want to save out of your electronics when they eat it, especially like your printers and stuff, because they make great replacement motors for like 3D printers and plotters and carving machines, and they work really good for making like automating your blinds in your house. I'm going to do a video on that. There's a lot of things you can do with them. That's really weird. Why am I talking about that? Let's do this. We need to talk about entertainment. So I want to talk about the film I'm seeing this weekend, and probably I'm going to talk about in a review. And then probably over on Mr. H's for the Hcast on Tuesday, although I might be joining remotely via phone while I'm on my way to Vegas. But we've got Evil Dead Rise, and it seems to have come out with a surprise because it opened to like 2.6 million in previews, I think. But they expect that it might make as much as 20 million plus in its opening weekend. But obviously, Super Mario Brothers is dominating. That's right, dominating. Yeah. So let's see. Exhibition cries for supply of films at the box office, but a flood of titles means nothing if there's no marketing money behind it. That's true. Last weekend, there were 5 wide releases going up against The Monster. Did it even make a difference? No. Wouldn't have mattered how many theaters those films were in. They weren't going to do very well. But Evil Dead Rise is out there in the world, and it was budgeted at $15 million. So you got a $15 million start. Exhibition and tracking put it over 20 million in 3,300 locations. Thursday previews did well at 7 p.m. And yeah, you have a few 40Xs. Not many. But it did pretty well. Talking about, obviously, Smile, which did pretty good in theaters, but let's scroll through it. So Super Mario Brothers is expecting to keep the domestic box office full, around 46 to 55 million. I think it'll be out closer to the high side. Only about a 40 to 50% ease in weekend 3, and it's well past 400 million. We should probably talk about where it actually sits. But I'm looking forward to Evil Dead Rise for no other reason than it gives me another film to review and to call out if it's woke. And I'm hearing there is a lot of intersectionality in it. And also that it doesn't feel very Evil Dead-y. Evil Dead-y. I don't know how it could. No Bruce Campbell. Very Evil Dead-y. So thank you for getting me to 100 likes, everybody. I appreciate it. But I will be happy to give you a full review. And I really want it to have some humor in it. There usually is some. But we'll see it. We'll tell you what we think. And thank you again for 100 likes. Andy enjoyed Renfield. And again, I thought it was an okay movie. I didn't think it was great. I didn't think it was bad. I gave it 3 stars. It's right in the middle. It's hard to get anything higher than that right now. There's very little that'll move the needle. But I appreciate that. Let's take a look at where Mario sits, because I think that's the thing we got to pay attention to. So this is back on the 17th, and right now it is the 21st. So back on the 17th, they said through Sunday, 693 million, 700 million. We were talking about it, but it was actually a little higher than that. And this is the problem with the early projected numbers being released as something that's actually happening, because it's never quite the case. When you look at the numbers for Super Mario Brothers, Super Warner Brothers, I don't know, Super Mario Brothers, and you compare them to other films, apples to apples, oranges to oranges, animated to animated, the real picture kind of comes out here, because you can see, and this is against Frozen 2 and Minions. Minions Rise of Gru is this yellow line. It did really, really well, but then it flattened out, right? About day 40, it hit it's probably the point at which it's starting to flatten out completely. So when it gets over here, it's at 370 million. Well, where is Mario already? 371 million. Day 15. Where were we? Day 40? Day 15. Right? And it's way over Frozen, right? Frozen, you get to day 15. 310 million. Day 15, 371 million. This film is tracking better than Frozen 2. And based on its trajectory, my guess is it's going to come in right over the top of Frozen 2 domestically. And I think the global box office will hold true. But Frozen 2 cost $150 million, so it needed to make a lot of money. Super Mario Bros. Cost $100. Rise of Gru, $800 million. This is how you make animated films, folks. Not the Disney way, the other way. The thing that benefited Frozen was the extended length of the box office run, which gave him a $960 million domestic number, or excuse me, international number. But it only came in at 477 domestically. So do you think this is going to come up to that same number? Yes. Do you think when we hit Japan, that Frozen 2 like Frozen 2 did internationally, that when we get to that Japan number, that this number is going to jump $200 million or more? Yeah, maybe 3. And it's still got room to go. But as of right now, it is sitting at $729 million, a little over half of what Frozen 2 is, and just a little behind the entire run of Rise of Gru. And again, you just compare day to day, day to day, day to day. Your Mario Brothers 204 over 130, and you just keep going. The numbers just keep going. The daily earnings are similar, although the second Saturday here are 39 million to the 32 million for Frozen 2. You know, had a little bit of a jump here. Look at this, these numbers. I don't know. And I don't understand why some people are saying it wasn't going to make $1 billion. I mean, it's past $734 million worldwide. They have a week to go before they open in Japan and South Korea. It's 100% right. 100% right. 100% right. Yeah, $700 million is $700 million is the international or worldwide global. But yeah, Mario already made back its money. Made back its money technically after the first full release weekend. It had already got there, which is crazy to think about. Hey, Spaceship Vampire, sir. Good to see you. A lot of people are waiting to see how it does in Japan. Sorry, I was just trying to get through all the things. There's a lot of profit here. There's a lot of profit, to be sure. But I'm looking forward to, at the end of the day, what that looks like. I still think it has a chance to not only catch Frozen, but to beat it. But I project, again, 1.3 to 1.6 now. I was going to say 1.5. 1.3 to 1.5. That's probably safer. Greed plus profit is Groffit. There you go. Everybody says they hate drama, but if it's the elephant in the room and things need to be addressed, I'm going to address the things that need to be addressed. But when it comes down to creator on creator stuff, I don't care. I really don't want. It doesn't help. We need everybody to row the boat in the same direction. You know, there's no profit in it. I understand why it's done, but there's no profit in it. Sip of water for the working man. Greed, for lack of a better word, is good. Man, I love Wall Street. What a great film. It's the wrong trousers, Groffit. Is it Grommet? Why does it sound like it's raining outside? No, I know it's not. It's raining again. Oh, oh. All right. One more final real news thing. We've been hit financially in a lot of different ways. Investors have been hit in a lot of different ways. People are pretty frustrated. The banking stuff kind of got buried. And it did. It was intentionally buried in the news cycle. Nobody wanted you to pay attention to it. Internationally, they tried to do the same thing. It just didn't quite work. Right now, there's a group of investors that are going after Credit Suisse because, well, they're losing billions of dollars. This bank has had lots of problems with a very strange history, which also included having money on deposit from people who, did some very bad things during the 40s and onward under a regime that we would largely call very bad. Some people call them Yahtzees. And there's that. Scrolling down here, you can see that a group of Credit Suisse investors have sued the Swiss financial regulators after government engineered the takeover of a struggling bank by rival UBS left them with billions of losses. Worse yet, by the way, this was actually brokered by BlackRock, which is probably left out of this story. Before we jump on that, Mexican Iron Man for $4.99 says, new show, Culture Casino Deathmatch. Watch the live stream as Culture faces Mexican Iron Man in a winner-take-all marshmallow battle royale. I don't know what that is, but I'll defend your right to challenge me anytime to something marshmallowy. Oh, it sounds really weird. But hey, you rock.
Thank you. Yeah, that's really all I got. Thanks for your being kind and supporting the channel. Yeah.
And there's a lot of questions around this, and I'm not going to tell you where to put it. I mean, I'm really not. I mean, that's what financial professionals do. Talk to guys that do that. Seriously. I do a lot of research before I put my money places. That's one of the best things to do. Yeah, there's just not a good place to tell people to do that right now. You talk to tax people. The mystery is more why they are not more shareholder investor lawsuits. Yeah, that is quite the mystery right now. And there should be a lot of them. But anyway, we'll jump back into this. So the investors are contesting an order by the Swiss Financial Market Supervisory Authority, FINMA, that wiped out about 16 billion Swiss francs, which is $17.3 billion. That was in a higher risk Credit Suisse bonds as part of the emergency rescue last month. The hastily arranged $3.25 billion deal prevented the downfall of Switzerland's second largest bank after its stocks plunged and customers rushed to pull their money out amid fears about long-running troubles at Credit Suisse and the upheaval of the global financial system after the collapse of two U.S. banks, which again were operated by people who don't know how to mitigate risk and should never have been put in those positions in the first place. Again, you want to talk about that, talk with a great money mind like Mexican Iron Man. So FINMA's decision undermines international confidence in legal certainty and reliability of the Swiss Financial Center. Switzerland for global law firm Quinn Emanuel Urquhart and Sullivan. There you go. Thomas Werlin wants them to be accountable, and I don't blame them. So the firm filed a lawsuit in Swiss federal court Wednesday on behalf of investors holding more than 4.5 billion Swiss francs in the higher risk bonds. It's one of the several complaints underway. Do you see that? Several complaints. I wish little Chad was here. Maybe he still is. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Yeah. It's part of the plan to eliminate the average person's ability to save or build wealth. Us plebes will own nothing and learn to say thank you for that privilege. There you go. Yep. Which is the whole reason why you're seeing the bullshit rule. And I just cursed on my channel, by the way. That was done via executive order to enforce some rules around lending, which will destroy confidence in a lot of other ways, but basically punishes you for having a good credit score. Because now you're going to have to pay more to pay for higher risk loans, which they shouldn't be making in the first place. That's why they're higher risk. That's the world we live in, folks. You have to fight back. You have to fight back. And while I know this is a joke, it's not great. Yeah, I would lose to Mike in a window jump, Paranoid Android. Mike would definitely beat me in the jumping out of windows category. I'm not sure that's actually cursing, Culture Casino. I believe it's more of a technical term. I just don't curse a lot. Not on my show. Pay down your debt's probably the best advice you're ever going to hear. Some debt's good. Good debt can be good, especially in a high-risk business environment where it gets a leverage. Leveraging is not always bad, but you can leverage to grow. You just have to manage it well. But again, talk to a financial professional. Yeah. I think we'll have to see what's happening. To just see what's happening. Anyway, we are plumb out of time. I had a good time today. I know that most people would like me to continue, but unfortunately, I have other obligations to deal with before we get into the evening's activities. I had a lot of fun. Lisa just showed up. Hello, dear. You guys you mean the world to me. I don't know if you know that. We'll be back at it next week. Of course, we have the late night Sunday show, so hopefully you can catch that. This one should be off the hook. Got a special guest coming in. We've got obviously the entire week's events that will go on as scheduled. They're already up and actually on the channel, so you can turn your notifications on now. Do follow out Dermy Wormy's channel tonight. If you aren't already going there, it should be a little bit of fun. And I need to get in touch with WDW Pro. Thanks for using the new emojis, guys. I'm going to work on some more. I got to update the members list again. Thank you for that problem, you guys. It was great. Crimlon and Tender Warrior and whoever else. I know there were a few other folks that gave some memberships as well. Thank you very much for those. And M Taxshark sends a last minute super chat, probably looking for that last little clip here saying thank you at Culture Casino. No, thank you for the $5 super chat, my friend. And yeah, you're going to get this one.
Wow, it's generous. I don't really get that kind of money, but glad you do, so thanks.
For those of you on Rumble, I don't want you to feel ignored. Thank you for being here. I love it. And for those of you on Twitter, thanks also for joining us today. Dermy Wormy is spelled DERMYWERMY, I believe. And I'll be over there tonight hanging out for a little while, not for too long. I'm getting old, guys. Getting old. Can't stay up late anymore. I fell asleep last night on Comics stream. But you guys are definitely the best. I hope everybody has an incredible weekend. Please be safe. Take very good care of yourself. Take care of others. Wash your hands, of course, because it is good hygiene. And until next time, bye.
Press your button, please be seated. This time, we're landing in about 1 minute. Thank you.